Alrighty, everybody. Minister Brother Derek here. I just want to do this real quick. It's 4:39. So let's go ahead and get it. Let's just go ahead and get this. I'm going to drop it for you. Stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Jesus put an offer on the table, and everyone out there is now able to come home with God in your heart. You're never alone if you believe me. You don't need that weed. Give Jesus a hug and put down those drugs. The victory over death is already won. So why are you picking up that gun? If your spirit is activated, now think. Why do you need that alcoholic drink? Because the devil tells you. He rules you. He fools you. But the minister is here to school you. I'm here to preach. I'm here to teach. And it's you I'm trying to reach through this song that I composed. When Jesus comes back, only God knows. Are you ready or are you sitting heavy? Are you ready or are you sitting heavy? You won't be if you follow me. Alright, come on with it now. Oh God, what can I say about thee? You still love us sinners and you offer your grace for free. I'm not worthy, but you still search me out of a life of sin. And with Jesus' help, I know I can win. I love serving my Lord. He opens the door to a relationship with God. This is the only way in. In the name of Jesus, I always pray and I lay myself as a footstool for the lost demons. I know that for me. It's not true to be a believer, but I'm not with my soul in the hands of the deceiver, a wicked devil who brings up inward trouble. I put my desires in ice and long for reaching paradise. A day with no pain, no stress. You gave me the way, and now I'm blessed. You can test me, let the devil stress me. But baby, hell is one place I don't want to see. So stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Are you ready or are you sent heavy? Stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Minister, Brother Derek. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Peace, everyone. This is Minister Brother Derek. I'm coming at y'all real. And that's what I do. It's really hard to be a Christian in 2020. Yes, it is. Everybody seems to have a double stamp on them. And we don't get no respect in the world. We are considered weak. We are considered strong. And we are considered dumb for believing in the book. But yet, these people have no morals. And you see where the world is going to be. We get no credit. So, this is for those who are hanging, who are remaining, who are thinking on the Jesus. Let's get it. Every day I dance before the Lord. So I stay connected to Jesus like an extension cord. I walk upon the Christ as long as my name is in the book of life. Let my light shine. Let it broadcast worldwide. I did it. Let Jesus be my guide. I did it. Another day, I'll continue to come to the people and say, I got a moving avatar. And start winning. I roll with the Lord who is in control. Heaven is my goal. This earth is a first level. I help my fellow man deal with the devil. He's a liar. He's a fraud. His desire is to keep me away from my God. The most people I come off as righteous, but if tempted, I might just do a few of the things that God can't stand. He frowns on every day. I've been reborn. I've been hit with many opportunities. I cannot remain in unity with the Holy Father. Sometimes I wonder, is it worth the bother? I remain devout, but it feels like I'm missing out. Most of the people that I meet who lie, steal, and cheat seem content, while Christians like me, our time is spent struggling. It should be the other way around. I'm not complaining, but how can you tell someone who's living it up to give it up when they're posting high? Doing right is a headache. There's got to be a better road to take. You know, a middle ground between Jesus and Satan. I know who to follow. See, I'm not debating for what I'm waiting for. Satan is winning the battle, but God is winning the war. Every day I dance before the Lord, so I stay connected to Jesus like an extension. I finally got my avatar to move. Finally.
Let it broadcast worldwide.
I'll let Jesus be my guide, and if he lets me live another day, I'll continue to come to the people and say, stop being selfish, stop saying that, come to God and start winning. I roll with the Lord, who is in control. Getting to heaven is my goal. This earth is the first level. I help my fellow man deal with the devil. He's a liar, he's a fraud, his desire is to keep me away from.
Should have put on a dress shirt.
It's a struggle every day to stay on.
Matter of fact, I will.
Behind the enemy line, so I use the word of God as my force, my resource. Becoming immune to the negativity that surrounds me. The devil has a bounty on my head. Sometimes I dread coming outdoors. I feel like I've been drafted for war. But it's okay, the devil can play his mind game, but he can't hurt me where it counts. That's spiritually. He tries to distract me physically, financially, but these things don't mean jack to me. I turn my back to thee. It's not easy. It's in man, niggas could be greedy. So I always want what we can't have. A material give me nothing to me. Hey, don't make me laugh. A beautiful event, what the difference is all show. Cause both of these men will take me where I got to go. But if I cheat or steal, then I lose God's protection. For a house, for election, to be under the direction of a sick demon. Whose goal is to own my soul. No thanks, I roll with the Lord who is in control. Every day I dance before the Lord, so I stay connected to these like an extension cord. I welcome all the strife as long as my name is in the book of life. Let my light shine, let it broadcast worldwide. I let Jesus be my God, and if he lets me live another day, I continue to come to the people and say, stop being selfish, stop sinning. Come to God and start winning. Minister Brother Derek, let's get it. Welcome to the Minister Brother Derek Show, and I am Minister Brother Derek. I just want to say that I love Jesus, and that's the title of this song. I love you, Jesus. We'll follow you wherever you lead us. I love you, Jesus. Don't let the devil deceive us. Can't get enough. I love my Jesus. But people say to keep it real. But here's the deal. If you're not saved, you're missing out. If you're not born again, your future is in doubt. Your body wasn't made to last. When your time comes, it will be reduced to ash. Your flesh will rot, but your light will not. You know your soul will go on forever, so you better realize that you need God, or you will be surprised by the pain of a flame that never goes out. The pits of hell, where the heat swells up, there's no relief, not for a moment of peace. The agony and cries never cease, and someone in the background singing, burn, baby, burn. This isn't normal. Burn, baby, burn. I'm a walking inferno. But seriously, though, this will happen if Jesus come back and finds you naturally. See, no one knows the time of day. But if you follow the word, it won't matter anyway. Because in heaven, no one will ever be sick or shed a tear. So in this realm, I show no fear. What you gonna do? Kill me? Make me a martyr? Give me a head start? Put me on the fast track? So keep smacking, keep stacking, keep on shacking up. But get caught napping and the jig is up. And I just want to say, I love you, Jesus. Follow you wherever you lead us. I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. Don't let that devil deceive us. I love you, Jesus. If you think that witnessing to your neighbors is weird, think of foreign countries with statues of idols are revered. Nations of people who don't know God, only mythical characters like the Battle or Zod. Most Americans believe in one God, one superior being. Christians, I love you, Jesus. But we spend our time fulfilling the desires.
I
of
love
our
you,
flesh. We
Jesus.
don't give Jesus our best effort, but we ask for blessings that we don't
I
deserve.
love you,
And you wonder
Jesus.
why our prayers are not heard. In church, you put down those who are
I
getting
love
money.
you,
You know you have a
Jesus.
desire to make that easy money. Drive the fancy car.
I love you, Jesus.
Deep down, your spirit isn't for God or his ways. So why should anybody listen to a darn thing you say? I love you, Jesus. Follow you wherever you lead us. I love you, Jesus. Don't let the devil deceive us.
I love you, Jesus.
I love you, Jesus. We'll follow you
Wherever you lead us. Our Holy Spirit feed us.
And one more time.
I love you, Jesus.
All right, y'all, let's get it. Let's get to the Bible study. The minister, Brother Derek Show. Let's get it. Welcome to the Sunday sermon, everyone.
Wait a minute. No.
Brother Derek.
Let's say that for a break. All right, y'all. You say, look at the title. What's wrong with the title? Oh, crap. And how do I edit it? Oh, I guess I go up here. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. It won't let me save it. Shucks, what's the matter? It won't let me do it, y'all. I'm trying to edit it. It won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. So, guess we got to keep the same title. They won't let me do it, Liz. I tried to change it. They won't let me do it. We just going to have to let the devil keep that. Let's try it again. Nope, it won't let me change it. So I don't even cry about it. It's all good. Let's go ahead and stop screen sharing. Y'all don't know, I've been trying to get that avatar ever since we had the Hangouts. Sean Lee couldn't tell me how she got hers to do that. But I've been trying every day since we got the Hangouts, and I finally got to it. Check it out. Now, we having the Bible study. That's not really an appropriate image. I should have got the one with me in a tie and suit, but I'm feeling good right now. Liz said, look at the title. I tried to edit it. They won't let me change it. So we're going to have to deal with it. People going to make fun of us. Hey, whatever. Make fun of us. We don't care. But I want to let y'all know what I've been doing since I've been gone. I had to end the show abruptly because the landlord said he was downstairs, and of course he wasn't. I had to sit outside and wait, but I didn't mind. Because see, just when you think things are going to go wrong, things are going to go right. Because Jesus and God got you. And you're going to get the blessing that you was looking for before you even worry about it. Now, you heard somebody say he hasn't even signed his lease yet. I knew what the landlord was going to do. Wait till the last possible minute. If he wanted to get his money, that's when he come around. Y'all know how Jews is, and not racial, but they want the money. When you don't give them the money, then all of a sudden, hey, what was I supposed to do? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. So, without further ado, here is the lease. Here is the receipt for the rent. Here is the lease. So, we have our lease. This is the old lease to the other apartment. This is the new lease. Okay? This is the new lease. Okay? And the rent receipt. So if anybody had any questions, especially in those other chats, you about to get your feelings hurt. Now I'm going to have to call social services. I'll probably do it tomorrow and let them know that I moved. And now I can officially let, Social Security and everybody else, let them know that I moved. We got our change of address card. So we good to go. We are good to go. Now, we're not going to have a lot of people over here. We supposed to have some trolls coming because they said they was going to come and embarrass me on the Bible study, and we'll see if they show up. But even though I preach to y'all what the Spirit tells me, and then we go look it up, all they could say was, all you do is read off the internet. You're not a preacher. So we're going to look at scriptures. We're going to look at scriptures. And we're going to decipher them. And I'm going to give you bits and pieces of sermons off the scriptures. This is something that they can't do, but they're welcome to come over here and try. I would love to see them do it. Because see, Chung Lee told them, I haven't read the Bible. I just told her the other day that I've read the Bible straight through twice. But she told Rock Bottom / Okanaz and everybody else that I haven't read the Bible. Do y'all understand? I just need you to understand. The title of today's sermon is, Why Do We Hurt Each Other? I've done something similar before. I asked, why do we hurt the people that we care about? Why do we hurt the people? This is a better version. Why do we hurt the people who we cared about, but because they no longer with us, now we want to destroy them? Anybody got any comments on that topic? Why is it that when somebody is with you and doing everything you said, they doing everything you said, everything all good, soon as they say, I want to go off on my own. You wasn't no good anyway. You was a scrub. I'm going to knock down whatever you're trying to do. You're not going to leave me. We are We are supposed to be with each other for a season. Some of us longer than others. If something happens that rips us apart, let the person go off. And if they miss you, they will come back. But if you keep trying to force them to come back, if you try to force them to come back, they won't. You'll push them further and further away. If somebody stops answering your phone calls, somebody stop answering your texts, somebody's not getting your instant messages on Instagram or whatever, let them be. Maybe they found something else that caught their interest. Why are you offended when that person says, I want to try something else? Why are you offended? Why do you feel anxiety? Why do you feel like you got to go get that person and corral them and bring them back and I'm going to make him like me? How do you make somebody like you? I'm asking you. How do you make somebody like you? How do you make somebody want to be around you? Do you offer them drugs? You offer them favors? You offer them money? You offer them your body? You offer them somebody else's body? Why do we try to hang on to people that's trying to leave us alone? It's like we upset that they evolve. Some people evolve. You know, they made a joke about how many people have left the chat. They have evolved into something else. But they still come by every once in a while and say hi. You don't see me say, hey, why don't you come back no more? Why? Or you don't see me say, block them. They haven't been here in 3 months. What are they in here now for? They coming for a problem. Get them out of here. Nia says, why not take a nap and do the Bible study? Because it's going to be too late. It's 1 o'clock. If I go to sleep now, I'm not going to get up till 8 or 9. And there ain't no guarantee I'm going to go to sleep right away. So I might not go to sleep until 2:30, 3 o'clock. Then that means I'm going to get up at 11. That means I'm going to get up at 11 o'clock. It's going to be too late. I'm supposed to stop at 12. So why not just do the show early? And that way, there ain't no problems. Just do the show early. I am going to get some rest. When I get done here, I'm going to sleep. I'll probably get up late. And I'm not going to go live. I'll go live probably in the morning time. I go to the cardiologist Friday. So basically, I'll probably do an early show tomorrow. And then we'll go to the cardiologist. And I'll bring y'all along when we go to the cardiologist. I'm a little tired, but don't worry. Because I'm feeling good. Matter of fact, when I get off of here, I can't find the toilet set. I can't find the toilet set. Maybe we'll go look for it together. I can't find the toilet set. The toilet set that I was going to get for the bathroom, the one that didn't come, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I was going to buy it again. I can't find it. I literally cannot find it. But I noticed that because it's the first of the month, everything on Amazon that I was looking at to buy, it ain't all gone up. It ain't all gone up. Everything's gone up. The good news is I really don't need the toilet set, but I want to complete the set. Now we got the brown towels, so I wanted to get either a beige or a brown set to go with the brown towels. We might have to go with one of them Christmas themes or whatever for the toilet. I really don't want to, but if I can find something that will match the brown or match the curtain, I'll go with it because it's just me here. I don't think it's a big deal to me. Y'all might laugh at it, but y'all ain't using it. If I can't find something less than $10 other than those, I'll get them. I'll check eBay. But if I can't find nothing lesser, I was in Family Dollar yesterday and they had nothing brown or beige. So not gonna worry myself. It's a bathroom. Ain't that big a deal. As long as there's something there, I'm good. See, I ain't got to be fancy smancy. I figure out a way to accessorize it because that's what I do. Even if I have to find a rug to cover a rug, I'll make it work because that's what I do. The only problem with those Christmas things, usually the toilet tank cover is red. Now there's burgundy in the shower curtain, but it's not red. So if I could find, because they're either red or black, or green, and neither one of those are in the shower curtain. We got brown towels, and I already had a brown towel. I got that on the floor, and we got the towel set, and it came with two of everything. So I got one of the brown towels on the floor also. So the floor is brown. So I would like for the two mats to be brown, and I would like for the toilet seat cover to be brown, so that when we do the show, everything match. But if we can find burgundy, we'll get burgundy. If we can find beige, we'll get beige. But we'll get it. See, people don't realize because there was something that was said last night, but the dude didn't finish it. He says a lot of the stuff that you got came from women. Well, half the stuff that I got the other half. See, he left that part out. It didn't fit his narrative. Y'all have seen me go broke just to get something for the platform. Now I'm willing to go broke to get something for the house because I'm going to be able to see it and enjoy it every day. They ran me down when I was in that little place. Now I got a nice place. They still trying to run me down. You can't please trolls because they hate themselves. And that's why they project it onto you. Rock Bottom / Oaknog doesn't care about Chung Lee. He hates the fact that he see me come here every day happy. He made fun of my religious songs. He didn't make fun of the words. He made fun of the music. Why was that? Because y'all know the words is legit. The words make sense. He can't touch them. He tried to make fun of the way I teach, but he can't make fun of what I teach you. I want y'all to understand. Why do we try to hurt each other? We've covered this in past sermons, but I think we need to rehash it. People who hurt others. People who hurt others. Why am I good at hurting others? as I told you earlier, I've been hurt a lot. But I've been rescued by the power of Jesus Christ and him giving me the Holy Spirit that I can stand here even though I've been hurt and not hate on somebody else. I can stand here and be happy when somebody else does better than me. Some of y'all will say that RE made her name off of me and learned how to live stream dealing with me. But it was when she went and battled Chucky that the trolls came over there with her in her chat. That's how she got bigger. But I don't say, well, if she hadn't went over there to Chucky, she would. Why would I say something stupid like that? I'm proud. Look at all the videos that Triple did on me. If he makes it, that's another person that I battled and beat up and made better. And they're going to go grow. How many YouTubers can actually say that people grow off of them? Think of everybody who I've battled. They've gotten better. Why have they gotten better? Because after dealing with me, everybody else is easy. After you deal with Brodero, everybody else is easy. Once you come up against rock solid logic, everything else you face is easy. So I'm happy for them. I'm not jealous. I'm happy. The dude sat there and said, you over there with 5 people. But these 5 people are here every day. Every day. Not just when I'm talking about some big YouTuber. They're here every day. Every day. Not some of the time. Not part of the time. They're here every day. And I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for Nia, Liz. I'm thankful when Snazzy pop up. I'm thankful when NNC pop up. Because even though you don't see them in the chat every day, I see them in the hangouts every day. They might not be talking in the chat, but they're here. And if they're not here, they're going to watch the show. But here's the one thing that this dude didn't want to admit. He said that y'all was stupid for coming. But this dude knows every move I make. That means he watches. So if he's still watching, that means that he's saying that he's stupid. That's what I mean when I say their logic doesn't make any sense. They just want to hurt you. And they want to hurt you because they hurt. Most of the trolls you see, they hurt. Something's bothering them. And it's a release to go off on somebody else. It makes you feel good. And I ain't gonna lie, it felt good. I went off for 3 hours. Brodero was tearing it up. I was like, man, we're gonna get in trouble. Sitting there like a fly on the wall. Brodero went on. I battled in that chat after I had to, was told by my neighbors that I was making too much noise. I had to go into the bedroom and I had to use that little PC remote. And sometimes I had typos because it's a little PC remote. If y'all would hear me cuss at that thing, but I only use it to watch TV in the bedroom. This dude threw everything he could think of about how I live, where I live, how I look, but he couldn't answer one question. If you want to make fun of me, don't you think it'd be fair for you to show yourself? Oh, no, I'm not going to show myself. Well, why you not going to show yourself? You keep talking about how I look. You keep talking about my place. Well, let's see yours. No, I'm not like you. I got something to protect. Well, if you got something to protect, then why are you on YouTube? If you got something going on, why are you on YouTube trolling? Why are you so desperate to be in everybody's chat? If you got something going on, why you know everything I do? If you got something going on, why you act like a groupie? Because that's what you act like. You act like a groupie. I was beating you so bad last night that other people in the chat were trying to help you out. I started beating them up. And I'd like to apologize for RE because I turned your show into a circus. I wouldn't let nobody get a word in. Well, it was Brodero, but that's me. It's a different defense mechanism personality. We didn't give nobody a chance to say nothing. And for some reason, RE had an echo. And I was hearing myself on delay. I don't know how I came through the headphones, but I was hearing myself on delay. And so I didn't hear anything. So Chung Lee said that she asked me about my baby dying. I would have addressed it. I couldn't hear. All I heard was my voice on delay. So I didn't know when somebody else was talking. It didn't matter. I just kept beating everybody up. But they were talking about, oh, you sit here and you beg. Well, let me tell y'all something. I've told you this before. 2017 was not a good year. It was the year I moved there. They told me I couldn't work. I started driving a cab under the table. I kept falling asleep out of nowhere. That's why I'm afraid to ride the bus. I get on the bus stop bench, I might go to sleep and wake up somebody and rob me and slit my throat. I got robbed 3 times. The last time, I had my own gun to my head. I woke up, somebody was cleaning out the cab, and they found my gun. And I woke up and they put it to my head. And I went and told the cab company what happened. And they took the money. They took all my money and then said, okay. And then they took the cab and left me stranded, clear on the other side of town with no way to get home. And another cab driver who I was friends with, because see, I make friends with people. He gave me enough money to get home. That was the last time that, wait a minute, no, I did ride a bus one time from social services, which is right across from the pharmacy. I rode the bus up to there one time. I've been on the bus 2 times since 2017. And before that, I wasn't on the bus until I think a couple times during a snowstorm, I had to ride the bus to work, but it was only a mile. I had to walk up to Park Heights Avenue and I caught the bus. It was a mile. Those are the only times I've been on a bus in the past 20 years. I told you I use my license to make a living. Those are the only times I've been on a bus. But that bus ride home, I didn't have any money, and it was the middle of the month. So that meant that my Social Security check wasn't coming until the 3rd. And I had to eat dry. You know them fake Cheerios that they be having in the box? Somebody asked me to take one. I mean, I don't want that crap. And it sat there for like 6 months. You know, I had to survive on that. I literally survived on that for 2 weeks until the 3rd came around. That's when I started getting serious about YouTube. And I took the Spirit's advice. And I started watching Tommy. And then through Tommy, I found Sinetta. And through Tommy, I found Dr. Umar. And through Tommy, I found Cynthia G. Is that her name? You know, them beta males. I found Vic Damone. I found True Freeman. I met all of those people through Tommy. And when I met them, I had Tommy's point of view. But when I started watching them on my own, I learned what they was about. It wasn't just what Tommy thought of them. It was like, I can see him. I told you, I met the elder Rashawn. Spirit said, if that man can get 2,000 people to watch him, well, why can't you? I said, you're absolutely right. I ain't got no more excuses. None. Go look up Tommy's roast on him. If that man can get 2,000 people to watch him, why can't I? Yeah, my teeth are funny looking. He ain't got none. I've been nibbling on stuff, but I got some sausages from the market. I got some cereal in there. I still got a half pack of thighs, and I got my pound cake. I got some pound cake from the market. I just had to run in there and grab some stuff, so I grabbed some hot treats in the pound cake. I'll eat that, and if I ain't satisfied, I'll order something. But I think I'm all right for the night. Like I said, I want to take it easy tomorrow because I have to go out to the cardiologist. So that's why I said I'll probably do an early show tomorrow and take it easy and get up and go see the cardiologist, make sure I take all my medicine, maybe go up and down the steps a couple times, so I'm in better shape, so I can get a good passing grade there. Because this came out of nowhere. I just found out a day ago that I had to go see him. It's every 6 months. I be forgetting. You said I could have the thighs cooking while you're doing the sermon. Well, like I said, I'm going to make the hot treats. You put them in the pot. So I could make a bowl of cereal and have the hot treats cooking and then come back and then eat the hot treats and then go to sleep. So, I got it, Liz. I got it. But I went 2 weeks eating that. Yeah, hot treats. It's sausages with hot peppers in them. I boil them till they bust open, and then you peel them, and then you eat them. And I got ketchup and mustard in there. I might add some ketchup and mustard to them and just make it a meal. I still got the veggies. I got a big bag of. I got a big bag. It's like big bag of veggies. And then I can boil them and mix the sausages in with them. Because actually, I can boil them all together. Boil the veggies with the sausages, and I got me a nice little meal right there. Put a little bit of garlic salt in there, put a little bit of seasoning all in there. You got your little meal right there. That's why I say, I got it. I got it, Liz. I'm good. Like I said, by him, I was supposed to ride up to the place and then ride back. he had said at 4 o'clock I was going to start streaming at 1, run up there, run back, and then wait for him. The man called me 4 hours early, just messed my game up. But now I don't have to go nowhere, so I can take it easy. So that's why we're going to go ahead and get the sermon done now. But that was the longest 2 weeks of my life. And I got lucky. I found $2. And I was able to get some milk to go with some of that cereal. It was still dry, but I found some milk to go with that cereal. And I ate that for 2 weeks. And I said, we never going to do this again. I said, we're going to try this YouTube thing. And I didn't have nothing but an Obama phone. And I started recording. You notice in my early videos, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm actually looking at the screen. I'm looking at myself on the screen because I found that raggedy laptop. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the screen. That's how you can tell how green I was. I didn't have no awareness. But these are things that I learned as I started watching other people and started getting my own style. But you see, I always had something to say. Matter of fact, before the technology, I think I was better. I was raw, but I was strong. People really liked what I had to say. And then, as I was doing it, in the back of my mind, I was like, one day you're going to get donations. And I was like, no, just learn how to do this. And I have been live streaming for over a month when somebody suggested that I get the PayPal. Everybody always say that I got an intent to do something, but I didn't give myself my name. I didn't suggest the PayPal. It's always suggested to me. Let that marinate. Everything is always suggested to me. It's always suggested to me. It's natural. Then I had to learn how to run a chat, and I made a lot of mistakes. But this man said that I came to make money. The man wasn't there when I was eating dry cereal and still making videos. The man wasn't there when I ate nothing but chicken. And NNC would tell you, I used to eat nothing but chicken. I would get the food stipend and I would go to the market and I would fill as much as the refrigerator could hold and freezer with chicken. And I ate chicken. I ate chicken, just chicken. Chicken legs and chicken thighs. That's all I ate. Did that for a whole year. It wasn't until I started cooking other things, that's when the money started going faster. When I was getting other things, I was just buying chicken. You know what I'm saying? I go to the market and get, 18 packs of chicken, squeeze it in the refrigerators and the Witchcom. Remember that refrigerator was like a freezer. And I could sit there and just make 3 or 4 pieces at a time and just eat it and then not think about eating and then come back, do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can make that last. But that's how I started. See, he don't think about the start. Some people live for donations. Donations make your life easier. Now maybe instead of 3 pieces of chicken, maybe you can have some corn or some rice. That's how you think of it. But they think that you just getting rich. You know, they think you Tommy rich. No. Sometimes a donation could just mean something as simple as having a side order to go along with your meat. Seriously. I remember I used to get 22-liter sodas, and they would be in the floor. Remember I showed you what Davy's room was? She used to get so mad because I would have 22 liters sitting down there. But Nia suggested the sugar-free soda. And so we started drinking that, and she got her room back. I used to have 22-liter sodas sitting down there in front of the bed. Y'all noticed that when I started getting the sugar-free, I started losing weight. Why was I losing weight? Because I wasn't eating the soda. I wasn't drinking the sodas. Y'all can tell when I'm losing weight because I ain't got no shoulders. When I gain weight, I got shoulders. I haven't took my insulin yet and my medicine. When I take my medicine, I'm going to get even smaller. You can't take it on an empty stomach. It makes you ill. So I'm going to wait until we get off. But people think, that you just sit and live. I've gone a month without. I've gone 2 months without a donation. Sometimes 3 months without a donation. I still survive. But people say, "Oh, you get all these donations." I'm like, "What donation?" Y'all realize that I forgot to put NNC in the title yesterday because she sent me a donation on PayPal. And the membership took $1.99 of it. And PayPal took like 70 cents, 60 or 70 cents of it, right? So it's only 7 something out of the 10 she sent, right? I was in Family Dollar yesterday. I forgot it was on there. I think the last person to donate on the PayPal was either her or Tony. When last time you heard me say thank you in a donation to either one? I forgot it was on there. It's still there? I forgot it was there. I'm being serious. I literally forgot the money was there. And hopefully when they take the membership for the Amazon Prime, just go ahead and take it out that 7 something. Just leave it sitting there. So when people say you get all these donations, I'm like, are they crazy? I'm like, who? You listen because you ain't checking. Yeah, because ain't nobody been hitting it. Think about it. We've been averaging. I took one of them down because I had dropped some information about who, and I figured somebody asked me to take it down, so I took it down. We had 230 something views off that video. It hurt to take it down, but rather than lose the channel, if they decide to flag or not be able to live stream for a week, I went on and took it down because the ones that got up are good enough. I roast you so good, I don't need more than one video, to be honest with you. 2 at the most. That's why we don't. I went on and took it down. I didn't have to. But these ones about her being wrong about me killing my baby, they stand up. And if YouTube got a problem, me and YouTube can talk about it. Explain to me how you let this woman put a video out and say that I killed my daughter. But you gonna take my video for correcting her. Make that make sense. Just make that make sense. So we're leaving them up. Correction videos. But you had a man that kept talking about what been given. But go back to the first video on this channel. Go look back and see me sitting there with the hats behind my head on the wall. Go back and look at how we do now. I used to be so bored doing those True Freeman videos. Bored. But because of his name, they would watch. And Tyrone said, I like you. I think you don't need to do this. I don't think your heart's in it. You're good at it, but your heart not in it. But he said, come find a different way. Now, I've let him down the same way I've let y'all down. Because sometimes they come over here and I got to beat them up. They so foul, I just can't let them walk. But he wanted me to let him walk. And I kept beating him up. And I think that's why he left. But the person that he left for do the same thing. And he thought that because she was bigger than me, that he was going to get bigger too. Didn't work out that way. Didn't work out that way. It just didn't. He was always trying to get me to go do other things. But there wasn't no numbers in the other things. But when I got enough people, I said, well, let me try to do what I came to do. And slowly but surely, each one of them left. As we got more and more cleaner, more and more people left. Look at the past 2 days. We've been jumping on somebody. How many people came in here in the chat? Just think about that. Think about that. We having a good, honest talk here. We went from having 11 people down to 3. Why is that? But if we were talking about somebody, the numbers would shoot right back up. Once you realize you have that power, you're not intimidated by the number. Because if you really want the number to go up, you can just start talking about somebody. You know you can do it on a dime. If you know you can do it on a dime, then why be worried when it dropped back? Instead, see if you can do what you came to do. Can you make the number go back up? Challenge yourself. Instead of getting discouraged. Well, the number's going down. Oh, man. Who can I talk about? No. Say the number's going down. Okay. The numbers went down. Okay. But can we hold the people that we got? Can we hold the people that we got? Because the numbers change. Why they change? Because people are looking to hurt somebody. People who are hurt want to hurt. When they come by here and see we not hurting nobody, they go look for somebody who's trying to hurt somebody so they can feel good. Sometimes I'll be bored and YouTube will suggest somebody and I say, well, I see who this cat is. And I'll be looking at the chat. You got people that just want to be heard. They want some attention. Just listen to what they type. You can see the pain, the anxiety. They just want to be heard. And putting somebody else down, ganging up on somebody else. Make them feel like they part of something. They alive. They doing something. They think they great. But in actuality, it just shows how pitiful they are. Like that mermaid. Not how great they are, how pitiful they are. You had a man talk about me for so long, like he wanted to have sex with me. Like a man that's been stalking a woman for years and could tell her, you know, you do this. Do you still leave the curtain blind cracked a little bit like you used to back in the day? Can I still come by and take a peek? You still wear that pink negligee with the L on it? You still put them stockings on over your thighs? When somebody know that much about you, something's wrong. This dude was talking about me like he lived here, but he had the wrong place. And kept telling me, oh, you just gonna have the same people in there, them same four dumb women. That's what he said. You go watch the video. When he ran out of something to say about me, he went to y'all. That's when I know I won. You got a problem with me, why you gotta bring other people in? Then some of the people started to help him. And that don't work on me. I take y'all on. Bodero ain't scared. But I kept asking him, you keep talking about how you so well off. Let's see. I'm not showing you anything. Well, why you think it's fair to know everything about me, but I can't know nothing about you? How's that fair? But even though I don't know nothing about you, I'm beating the heck out you in here. You saying the same thing over and over again. The same thing that everybody else said. You ain't said nothing new. I'm asking you, show yourself. Why you scared to show yourself? Why you scared for everybody to see how you look? If you so big and bad, you shouldn't have no problem showing how you look. Why you scared? I got things to protect. Well, you shouldn't be on YouTube. You ain't got nothing to protect. You got time to know what I'm doing. You call me a bum, I'm broke, I'm a loser, but you know everything I do. You know everything I've done. That means you ain't got no life. You keep bragging about what you got, but you won't show nothing. I ain't showing YouTube nothing. Then why should we pay you any mind? Why should we believe you? Why should we give you any credibility? How can we put faith in you? You won't stand on your own. How you going to intimidate somebody? What am I going to be scared of you for? You don't even stand on your own. Let that marinate. You don't have the cojones to stand on your own. If you did, you wouldn't be afraid to show your face. If you got to hide your photo, you trying to hide something. You hurting somewhere. Because if you wasn't hurt, you wouldn't be afraid to show yourself. If you wasn't lying about something, you wouldn't be afraid to show yourself. I've been showing myself since day one. Has anybody seen anything happen to me? No. His answer was, this thing I can't figure out. He said, without YouTube and without the donations, I don't have nothing. But then he turned around and said, I'm not like you. I don't have nothing to lose. But you just said without the YouTube donations, I wouldn't have nothing. So if I lost them, then I would have nothing. So how can you turn around and say, I have nothing to lose if you say I lose them and I have nothing? Make that make sense? You said without them, I have nothing. but I got nothing to lose. Well, if I lose them, then I have nothing. So that means I got something to defend, right? I got something to protect. If I'm nothing without them, if I lose them, then I have nothing. Just let that marinate. Liz said she'd be right back. Just let that marinate. I want y'all to let it marinate. They double talk. They don't make any sense. The words don't make sense. The words just don't make sense. They just want to hurt you. But when you don't hurt, they don't know what to do. They get more desperate and start reaching for stuff. The gist of it is, if you mad at me because I took Lala's side over yours at that time, why did you come back into our chat? What, to keep your enemy close? Because you came out the blue under a different name. And you came on the panel and you got made a fool of because you had nothing to say. So then you had to go over on that woman chat. So she'll let you, she's desperate. She'll take anybody. But then you went up on RE's panel and you kept calling me out and you thought I wouldn't come. And when I came, I put something on you. I put something on you can't take off. I beat you from the back, the top to the bottom. And all you could say was the same stuff. The same stuff over and over again. You was like a broken record. But here's the number one thing. Show yourself. Show yourself. Until you show yourself, you're a chump. You can get mad all you want. I don't care what you do. I told you point blank. Hop in your fancy car you claim you got. Bring your gun and come down here and see me. I don't hear no knock at the door. When I told you that, you wouldn't talk something else. See, come see me. I told you. Bro Darrow said come see him. Brother Derek ain't say come see him. Brother Derek care less. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But Bro Darrow said come see him. Why you didn't come see him? Because after you get through the first two doors, you got to get by the young boy downstairs. Then you got to make your way up all them steps. And I guarantee you, you're going to fly down them. Your little gun going to be rolling down the hall. And I told you, come see me. Talk all that mess, come see me. I've been telling people on YouTube that since 2017, ain't never a person got in their car and did it. Never a person. But they all talk about how bad they are. But they won't even show you who they are. They scared. You scared to show your face. You ain't going to show up nowhere. You scared. Some people say, well, it's kind of dangerous. God going to let me know. No matter where we at. God going to let me know. Because the only way you can kill me is my time to go. God must agree with it. You can only kill me if God agree with it. There are people that have been shot 9, 10 times and still here. God said it wasn't time for them to go yet. So you're looking at somebody that died 5 times and still here. Why am I scared of dying? I beat it 5 times. How you going to intimidate somebody that died 5 times? How you going to intimidate somebody that got rock solid logic? How you going to intimidate somebody that don't change their stance, no matter what the politicians are, no matter what the media says? I don't change my stance on nothing. I'm rock solid. My views don't change. What are you going to do with me? Nothing. Except try to talk about how I look, talk about where I live. That's all you can do. Call me fat, make fun of my teeth. I tell you, yeah, and what's your point? But you won't show yourself. That kills you. Say I'm fat. Say I'm short. Say my teeth messed up. But I'm right here in your face. Why can't you do it back? Because there's something wrong you don't want nobody to see. That's why you can't do it. Because if you're doing so well, how does somebody know how you look? How that's going to help you? How's that going to help? How will that help you? It won't. Not against me. I'm going to look at you like you're crazy and take everything you said and throw it back in your face. That's why there's no winning. People get mad, get mad. Get mad, but you can't out roast me. Then you're gonna say, oh, he talking about he the best roaster. That's something that children do. Well, you must be a big child then, because that's what you was trying to do to me. Do you hear how there's no logic? You're trying to roast me. But because I say the word roast, I'm a child. But you're doing it. Doesn't that make you a child? Fact of the matter is, that's the YouTube Roast Championship. We still have it. Who wants to come get it? Because I can tell you after last night, I know my belts are safe. My belt is safe. I know the belt's safe. That poor job of somebody trying to roast me last night. He was on the panel and I couldn't say nothing. I typed. People were saying in the chat, Brother Derek burning you up from the bed. It was making them mad. See, we don't get rattled. But let's get back to the sermon, because this ties to the sermon. People who hurt want to hurt other people. They're hurting. They've been abused. They've been neglected. They lonely. Nobody don't care about them. They've been molested. They've been beat. They've been abandoned. They hurt, and they need to cover their hurt. Some people get drunk and cover their hurt. Some people get high and cover their hurt. Some people go gamble and cover their hurt. Some people do crazy stuff like bungee jumping or lying down in the center of a major highway, daring cars to run them over. Anything to escape the pain that's in their mind. There are people who lash out and fight for no reason. They'll beat you up. You ain't done nothing but walk by. You walk by too happy. What you got to be happy about? Because they hurting. Do you hurt? Deal with it. Do you hurt? We all have a hurt. Because somebody has done something to us in our childhood. People have done something to us in our teen years. People have done something to us in our young adult years. And if you don't deal with that hurt, if you don't deal with it, it's going to come back to get you. Cigarettes used to help me cope with my hurt. When they said you couldn't smoke anymore, then chewing gum helped deal with the hurt. People kept saying I was smacking on the live. Hold on, we got a phone call. Hello?
Hi, this is Chloe. I'm in our company's employment and staffing department on a recorded line, and I show here that you inquired about a job on one of our websites. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
I'm with EDU Matcher, and you can press 1 to be removed, and I show here that we have multiple jobs available in your area. So what kind of job are you looking for?
So, what is my name?
I'm with EDU Matcher regarding a job. My callback number is 880.
Where do I live? No, you said you were. I was referring to you. That's how you deal with a scam caller. I just showed y'all how you deal with a scam call. See, you learn stuff on the Brother Derek show. She said that I was referred to her. A referral means somebody said, hey, this is Brother Derek. Brother Derek need a job. He lives such and such. This is his phone number. So if I was referred to her, she would know these things. If I was referred to her, how she don't know I'm on disability? I was referred to her. A referral is a form that's filled out with your information. Even word of mouth referral. If I tell you, man, I just had the best chicken wings ever, man, you got to go check it out. Well, where's it at? It's downtown on 5th Street. Yeah, right there at the corner of 5th and Chesapeake. Yeah, they got the best wings ever. Go in there and ask for Marty. Tell them you want Marty to make your wings. When I go down there, I was referred. Y'all sell wings? Is Marty working today? Tell Marty, make me some wings. That's a referral. That's a verbal referral. But you're dealing with business. That means everything written down. You got a referral, but you don't know my name. You don't know my address. How's it a business referral? See, ask questions. You kill her. You see, she backed out when she realized I wasn't stupid. She's looking for somebody stupid. She might be looking for somebody that's desperate for a job in this COVID-19. But by me making her identify me, we had a phone call a couple months ago. I don't know if it was Liz or Naya. They said I handled the call wrong. It was from Social Security. They said, your Social Security number, something about it being suspended or whatever. I said, what is it? They said, no, give us the last 4. You Social Security, you gave me the number. Why I got to give you the last 4? What's my name? What's my address? Social Security don't know nothing? You carry a Social Security around your whole life. They know everything about you. Tell me something. Your tax number is attached to your Social Security number. Your tax ID is your Social Security number. The government knows who you are, where you live, where you work. They know everything. So if you're Social Security and you got my file, why do I got to tell you who I am? Why I got to tell you where I live? Why I got to tell you my Social Security number? Don't ever do that. If they say they from Social Security, they know they gave you the number. When you was a baby, they generated you that number. That number been with you your whole life. Somebody get your Social Security, they can see every bit of work you've done, what town you lived in. Why they got to ask you? We need it for verification purposes. I don't know you. How you going to verify yourself? Oh, I work at Social Security. Give me something I can Google. What's your name? What's your work ID? I can go Google it and see who you are. Yeah, that's what you're going to hear. That's what you're going to hear. Don't let nobody make a fool out you. If somebody calls you and they tell you, we're going to cancel your Social Security number because of suspicious activities, they can't cancel your Social Security number. That security number is your ID. If your Social Security number get canceled, you canceled. You don't exist. You don't have a Social Security number, you don't exist. Why do you think people sneak over the border and want a green card? Because they don't exist to the United States. Nia said, that's a scam call. Snazzy said, it was a scam at Minister Brother Derek. Always hang up immediately. It was reported in the news here in the South. Well, I hate to admit it, Snazzy, but I'm addicted to them scam call shows. I love the way the people be trying to get them to lie, and they be trying so hard, and they're not from the country. They're in India. They really don't. They can go on Google, but they don't know. You can sit there and tell them, down in Texas, you mean down there with those daggone Dallas Durangos? Yeah, them Dallas Durangos. Ain't no Dallas Durangos. But you go, okay. There's a car that looks suspicious, and when the local sheriff was called, he found blood residue and drugs in the car. Blood and drug residue. Say to him, oh, was that a murder? What was the name of the person that got murdered so I can look it up? They tell you that the car was rented under your Social Security number. I've rented cars many a day. They've never asked for my Social Security number. Now, it's always been through the insurance company, but even when I had to go on my own, they never asked for my Social Security number. They wanted to know my bank account number, my address. They didn't care about that. Hey, Snazzy girl. Then they're going to tell you, so you asked them, what was the name of the company? What was the name of the rental company? Well, why is that important? Well, I need to know. Am I paying for somebody's car rental? Let me call down there. I got my other phone. What's the number? What's the name? I'll Google it. Catch them right there. Then they're going to tell you that the Social Security number that they found that was attached to the car, you don't need a Social Security number to rent a car. You just need ID and a credit card. But okay. They're going to say that 2 addresses are linked to your Social Security number. And at one of them addresses, they raided it and they found 22 pounds of cocaine. And they found all kinds of bank books and documents, and that thousands of dollars have been transferred to suspicious countries like Mexico, Honduras, the Middle East, or China. So we got you for drug trafficking because we found 22 pounds of drugs in the house, and we got you for money laundering because it's 22 accounts, 22 bank accounts. You have to go and get a bank account in person unless you get an online banking account. You have to go to a banking line in person. And yes, you need to show a security card, not just a number. You need to show the card. Some places make you show a birth certificate. So somebody doctored all of that, then that means that bank camera has them on file. So why are you bugging me? Go get them. See, you can cut them off at the pass. But if you believe that mess, they're going to tell you that they're going to cancel your Social Security number and give you another one. Unless you're going into what's that program where they give you a new identity? That's the only time you get a new Social Security number that I know of. But let's just say they're gonna tell you that you have to take $5,000, depending on how much money you got in the bank, because they want to know. We need to know which account is yours and which account not yours. How many cars do you own? How many bank accounts do you have? Do you own your house? Do you have a mortgage? They want to find out how much money you got. Based on how much money you got, they'll assign you. Well, you need to show us in good faith that you're not guilty. So you need to give us $5,000. It's refundable. You're going to put it into a government vault, and we're going to hold it for you while we get rid of all the other accounts. And then we're going to give you that money back. But if you need it that way, because your Social Security number is gone, but we'll hold this for you. They're going to take your money and run if you're that stupid. They're going to tell you to go down there. You have to go to a Target or a 7-Eleven or a Walmart or Walgreens and get a gift card. Go down to the bank and withdraw some money. Hurry up, because it's going to be canceled. You about to sign your arrest warrant. I say, go ahead and sign it. I'll wait at the door for the police. They better have a good reason. Yeah, I tried to fix it, but they wouldn't let me, Snazzy. I had to wait to the end. But thank you. You have a great day too. I tried to fix it, dear, but they wouldn't let me. I tried to fix it. I'll try it again. Hold on. Take it out. Scroll down. Hit save changes. Nope. An error occurred. Wait a moment and try again. So they won't let me do it. I tried to change it. They won't let me change it. So people just go ahead, had to make fun of us. That's all. That's all they can do. When the show's over, I'll change it. When the show's over, I'll change it. But that's only giving the troll something to say. Look at him. He spelled the title wrong. Well, I am tired, but so what? I spelled it wrong. So don't let nobody scam you. But I like to hear when the people don't get scared and hang up. And they actually tell them, oh, you people in the United States, you're stupid. We take your money. You're stupid. Your old people are stupid. Your women are stupid. We don't let our women control money, but y'all do. And we love to go trick them and take their money. And there are some lonely women who actually give these guys money just so they talk to them. Thank you, Snazzy. There are women that give them money and they tell them they love them. And somebody overseas you never seen, you love them because you so lonely that you talk to them. And you'll go out and get them gift cards and get them thousands of dollars. And they laughing at you. So next time you get a call, I hope y'all think about that. And don't let somebody snag, don't let nobody snag you up and none of that stuff. Because I told you how to do it. Let's get back to our topic. People who hurt. Why do we hurt each other? We want people to feel bad, like we feel. I can forget I'm feeling bad if I can make fun of your bad. Let them run it. I can forget how bad my situation is. I can get caught up in yours. The difference with me is it don't matter what kind of situation I'm in. I got Jesus and God. I'm going to be all right. If I have to deal without for a little bit, I'll be all right. In the end, something going to come through or somebody will come through. So if you hating on me, that means you're jealous. Why should I feel bad? You feel bad because you're hating. Why should I feel bad? I'm happy. You can look at my face. As tired as I am, I ain't been asleep. Tired as I am, you see me glowing. The glow is on. As tired as I am. Because I'm happy. I know when I get off, I'm going to make them hot treats. Might steam me some vegetables. Put that in the pot and let it boil. And give me a bowl of cereal. And nibble on that while I catch up on the wrestling, AEW Dark. And then I'll come out, get a plate, get the strainer off this wall of shame, strain the veggies. I'm going to cut the hot treats up, and I'm going to do it like a shrimp fried rice, except it's going to be sausage fried rice. See, I can make a little meal out of nothing, you know? It ain't got to be all fancy smancy. But our topic is, why do people who hurt? So let's share the screen here. Because somebody said that we only do articles that we can't preach. So let's show them that we can preach. So I bookmarked before I started the show. Wait a minute. I made a mistake. Sorry about that, y'all. I made a mistake. Don't go nowhere. I made a mistake. Hold on. I did something wrong. I'm supposed to share. What did I do wrong? Share screen. Find a blank. Okay. There's the extra window. See, I got the media player open and I got the that open too. But okay, there it is. Now I gotta find the right one. There it is on the end. That's why. Now we go in and hit the bookmark. Come on, all the way to the bottom. All right, make sure y'all can see it. See, it's on this supposed to be on the end. That's what the problem is. But okay. All right, y'all can see. You're killing me. All right, hurting others emotionally. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Does anybody want to decipher that? Does anybody want to decipher that? Anybody? You know, since we can't preach, this is easy. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. When you down and out, when you feel like there's nobody there, there's nobody behind you, there's nobody supporting you, the Lord is right there, but you ain't looking at him. You looking for man. Look to the Lord first. Always come to the Lord. When you're in trouble, come to the Lord first. Because if things don't get better, that means you're meant to go through this, but better times is coming. But always come to the Lord. Don't go to your friends. Don't go to your mate first. Always come to the Lord first. And to get to the Lord, you got to go through Jesus Christ. So make sure you got Jesus in your heart so that you can get to the Lord. 1 Corinthians 13, 1 to 13. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers, and I understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give away all that I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. Anybody want to take a shot at breaking that down? Come on. Anybody? Come on, somebody. Anyone? Anyone? Come on, there's 8 people watching. Anybody want to take a shot? Anybody want to take a shot at breaking that down? I'm saying it for the first time, just like you saying it. Anybody want to take a shot? Anybody? You watching Jacelia? You want to take a shot? Let's get it. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I can speak in tongues of all men, then that means that I know all languages. That means I can go anywhere in the world and talk to somebody, no matter what language they speak. Right? But if I don't have love for Jesus, for God, and for my fellow man, I'm just somebody noisy, somebody with a lot to say and nothing to back it up. I can talk you to death, but I can't show you love, and I can't teach you love, and I can't accept your love. All I can do is just keep stammering on and on, telling you about how smart I am, how much I know, and everything, but I can't tell you nothing that's really going to help you. I can't be a blessing to you, but I can keep telling you how good I am. Let's continue on. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. You can be the smoothest talker, the best looking person. You can have gifts that make you seem better than everybody else. But once again, if you don't have the love of God and Jesus, if you don't have it, you got nothing. All that stuff don't mean nothing. It don't. It don't mean nothing. Love is patient and kind. If you truly love, you're patient with people and you're kind to them, even when they don't deserve it. Love does not envy or boast. Let's stop right here. It does not envy or boast. That means if you are really practicing love, you're satisfied and happy with where you are. You don't have to tell everybody to come by how good you are. You don't have to tell everybody how much you donate to somebody or to the church, to the charity. Why you gotta boast? Why you need people to envy you? Or why do you envy people? Ain't nobody no better than somebody else. People just in different positions. They're not better. You're not better because you got more money. You're not better because you live in a house. If you're an idiot, you're just an idiot in a better house. An idiot driving a better car. An idiot with more access to money. She ain't no better. You still the same person, no matter what you do. It is not arrogant or rude. People think because they got a certain look, or they think because they got a way of talking, or they think because they better at a sport, or they better at acting, or better at being a comedian, they think that they better. You're not better. You're just better at that particular thing. How many celebrities commit suicide? How many celebrities go through all these divorces? How many celebrities' kids is a daggone mess? How many celebrities that you look up to, really, they looking up to you because you stable. They want your stability. They want people who love them for them. Not because, hey, I seen you on TV last night. Hey, buddy. That junk get old. You want somebody to say, hey, I really enjoyed what you just shared. Not just, hey, can I get an autograph? Look, y'all. Don't be arrogant or rude. Be humble. Be grateful. Be gracious. If you have more than what you need, you're blessed. But instead of trying to store up what you don't need, why don't you try to share it with people and make their life better instead of saying, well, I'm going to keep this and I see you struggling, but you be all right. But come back and see me when you reach my level. That doesn't help anybody. It does not insist on its own way. Reminds me of somebody. Insist on their own way. It is not irritable or resentful. That just describes somebody. Looky. That just describes somebody. Romans 12:19. Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, says the Lord. Romans 12:19. I got a problem with this verse, and I hope it don't keep me from going to paradise. If I can't do it, I'm going to leave it for the Lord. But if I can do it, I'm going to try to do it. Now, some of y'all will say, well, that goes against what the Bible says. Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God. Well, what does avenge mean? Avenge means to go seek retaliation. I will never go seek retaliation. For those of you who said, I did it last night, no, I didn't. I stumbled into it. When you stumble into a battle, fight. Now, if somebody jump you and you survive it, the Bible says don't go look for vengeance, because then you're doing God's job. But if God allows you to see them coming, then God gonna give you the power to put something on them. So put something on them. That's what me and preachers they're gonna tell you, hey, you see them coming, just let them come and do what they're gonna do to you, and there you go. Leave it for God. If you got an opportunity to defend yourself, do it. If you can't and you get snuck from behind, don't go looking for revenge. I wandered into something last night. I wasn't looking for a battle. I was looking to put something on and go to sleep to it. I wasn't looking for no battle, but I got drawn into it. I saw it. Now, if I hadn't seen it and it was the next day and I said, oh man, look at this. I didn't see it. Let God handle it. You know what I mean? If you have a problem with somebody on the job and you find out that they was going to beat you up at the end of the shift, but the end of the shift come and they don't come beat you up, do you go look for them? This is what this verse is saying. See, I don't want you to get mistaken here, because a lot of people want to try and snow you on this verse. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. I will repay. If somebody say they're going to beat you up and you ready to fight and they don't show up, don't give it a thought. Go about your business. But if you go looking for that person, that's different. God says, do not look to avenge yourselves. Do not look for revenge. Don't look for revenge by avenging. Those are two different words that sound very similar, but they both mean the same thing. To retaliate. Don't retaliate afterwards. If you have a fight with somebody, win or lose, don't go back. Yeah, well, I lost today, but I'm gonna go catch him when he come out and go to work tomorrow. See, you're planning to retaliate. You're planning to avenge. That's God's job. If God wanted you to avenge, he would give you the power to stop it at the time. This might be something that God need to happen so that he can punish this person. Don't do jobs God. Don't do God's job. That's what this verse is saying. Anybody have any comments on that verse? Anybody? Let me check the chat. Anybody have any comments on that verse? Nia said, okay, Snazzy, I am working as well. Virtual hug. Anybody have any comments? Let's get on to the next one. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. This is the easy scripture, but it's not. People look at that and say, well, it's a simple scripture. No, it's not. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. You can love your enemies, and you should. They people too, they just following the devil, but they still many gods. They just lost. But if they putting their hands on you, you can still love them as you defend yourself. You can still love them as you strike them down, and you pray. Because I told you, I have never prayed to God to help me kill anybody. I only pray to stop the threat. I've had people tell me they've seen me beat somebody and preach to them at the same time. It's not hate. It's just I got to stop this threat before it gets me. That's why in over 50 fights, I ain't got too many marks on me. Bodero strikes fast, strikes hard. And preach to you while he beating you up. And he'll sit on and get till the cops come. Or you come to your senses and we'll let you get up and go. I only pray to stop the threat. That's why people don't come back and try to kill me. I don't try to beat them till they bleed. When they stop, Brodero stops. The same way when a cop is arresting you, as long as you resist, they're going to hold you tight. When you start resisting, they're going to check your pockets, they're going to pull you up and put you in the back of the car. But as long as you're resisting, they're going to be pulling and tugging and punching on you, tasing you, beating you with the bitty club, trying to beat you into submission. Once you are in submission mode, the punishment should stop. So you can still love your enemies and defend yourself. And pray for them. Pray for both of you. Pray that you don't go to jail and pray they don't go to jail. Pray that they find Jesus Christ so they don't go jump on somebody else. James 4:6. He gives more grace. Therefore, it says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Once again, another scripture that looked like one thing and says something else. This looks like one thing and says something else. He gives more grace. What is grace? Grace is the gift of salvation, the gift of knowledge, the gift of being wise, the gift of being awakened. It's a gift. It comes from God, the Holy Spirit. These are all gifts that come for grace. This is all activated by grace. By letting Jesus Christ into your heart and turning your body over to him, you accept God's gift of grace. And therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but give grace to the humble. That's exactly what I just said, but I said it in layman terms. Let me break it down for you. God opposes the proud. What's the proud people? The people that think they don't need God, they think they know everything. They think they got the world in the hand. I ain't got to pray to no daggone God. I know what I got to do. I ain't worried about that. They proud. They arrogant. They think they got to act together. They think they don't need Jesus and God. But he get grace, that free gift. He gives it to those that are humble. Those that turn their lives over to Jesus Christ. They are given the gift of grace. God doesn't like it when you're proud. He doesn't like it when you say, I don't need you. I'm all right. Don't tell me what to do. I know what I got to do. Leave me alone. You know, like a child that you tell, hey, you know you ain't big enough to go on that ride. Yes, I am. I can handle it. Why are you trying to tell me? Because I know what's good for you, and you don't need to be on that ride. And then you turn your back and they get on that ride, and then they fall off of it and be in the hospital and had their neck broke because they was too proud to listen. They were hard-headed. They were arrogant. And they wound up busting their gall because they didn't listen. Are you listening? Do you have Jesus Christ in your heart? Are you listening to him? Are you still doing what you've been doing? If you're still doing what you've been doing, you're missing out on the gift of grace. Let's continue on. Luke 6:27. But I say to you, who here love your enemies, do good to those who hate you. This is Jesus Christ speaking. To anybody who will listen, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you. If there's only one factory in town and everybody work at the factory, and the man that owns the factory happens to be a racist, but he knows that the government makes them hire minorities. But more importantly, if he don't hire minorities, they're going to wind up breaking into white people's houses and taking their stuff. This man does not want to hire you. This man thinks you are inferior. But if you, instead of going in with an attitude of, man, I ain't going to put no effort in here. Why I want to make this man money? Why I want to bring my ideas here? Why I want to make this place better? For what? Or do you go in there? I know you don't care for me, but I love you and I appreciate you giving me a job. And I hope that when you see how good I am, you'll hire more minorities. That's somebody that's doing what God wants them to do. Do good to those that hate you. If there's somebody in your block that's mad with you, order them a pizza and have it delivered to them, already paid. Go take them a cake and offer them a peace offering. Go take them some candy. Cook them dinner. Say, hey, I know we don't get along, but I want to get to know you, man. Can't we neighbors? We're going to be living here a long time. I think we should get along. We got off on the wrong foot. Do good to those that hate you. Just because they hate you don't mean you got to hate them. They're going to feel bad because you're doing good to them, even though they treat you like crap. And Jesus and God will remember that, because when you do that, you represent them. And you represent other people who don't believe. They can say, look at what he did. That guy can't stand them. But look at the nice thing they did for him. I don't believe in God, but I believe because I see it in them. I see what they say a God is. I see it in them in that moment. Luke 23-34. And Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they cast lots to divide his garments. This is Jesus speaking, and he's asking our Holy Father, forgive the people. You have to realize, I've told y'all this time and time again, all the clergy, like the false clergy we have nowadays, like the man that tried to accuse me of being, but couldn't back it up. The false clergy said that Jesus was going to come back. They was going to kick the Romans' butt. They was going to beat up everybody and take their land back and take back the temple and take back everything and had the land of milk and honey and all that. People died hoping their children would see the day that Jesus came. But Jesus is coming to take you to the afterlife. He's not coming to change the life you're in now. Israelites can't be trusted. As soon as they give them the stuff back, they're going to be all right for a little while, a couple months. They'll go back doing what they were doing. Start in Exodus. Go all the way through the Judges. They kept going back and doing what they were doing. Jesus and God said, heck with you. Heck with all that. We got a different way. But Jesus is saying, forgive them, for they not know what they do. What are they doing? They're calling him names. Get down. You supposed to be the son of God. You gonna make the temple crawl? Do it. Get down out the cross. Yeah, you a fake. Get it. Yeah, hey, they're actually calling Jesus a fake Messiah. You got people that like to call me fake preacher. People called Jesus the fake Messiah. Somebody said something to me yesterday in the chat. They said they made fun of Jesus too. Yes, they did. That's why I don't get mad when people call me fake preacher. They can't attack none of my preaching. They can call me fake, but they can't say that what I teach y'all is fake. It kills them. And I know it kills them. That's why we keep rolling. We ain't worrying about them. But listen, Jesus is saying they know not what they do. They only doing what the clergy at the time told them to do. It's not their fault. They don't have Bibles. They don't have Google. They don't have tablets. They don't have PDAs. They don't have laptops. They only know what the clergy taught them, and the clergy is the one trying to get Jesus killed. That's why he's saying, forgive them. And then the soldiers cast lots to divide his garments. So the fact that they were gambling to divide Jesus' clothes, the clothes must be worth something. Now, most of the disciples followed Jesus around, so they didn't work. So who supported the ministry? Women. The same way that women support YouTube. More women donate than men in the churches. Who's putting money in the bin in the churches? It's the women. So Jesus must have had a little bit of donations because they gambling over his clothes. He's not even dead yet. And the soldiers are gambling over his clothes. So he must have had some nice clothes. Some ladies got him some nice duds. You don't know what you're going to hear at the Brother Derek show. I know none of y'all ain't never heard that in church. Had it broke down for you like that. Let's keep it going. Psalms 1:1-6. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. And all that he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Let's try this again. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked. That's just a nice way of saying, blessed is the man who don't pay no attention to the wicked people. Don't listen to what they got to say. Don't take nothing they say with a grain of salt. Don't devise your life skill around what they say. Yeah, you're going to get hurt in the end. Nor stands in the way of sinners. You don't hang with sinners, and you don't try to block a sinner. If a person going to sin, they're going to sin. You can't stop them. That's the one thing that I learned. You can't stop somebody from doing what they want to do. You just got to sit back and let them do it. You're going to hurt yourself trying to stop somebody. They ain't trying to stop. They're not trying to stop. So why are you going to kill yourself? They're not trying to stop. Why are you going to worry yourself to death? They're not trying to stop. So don't stand in the way of sinners. Offer them guidance, but don't block their way. If they're going to go sin, they're going to go sin. Nothing you can do about it. You can lock them up. Sooner or later, they're going to get out. Person want to get their weed, they don't get their weed. They want that drink, they don't get their drink. They want that sex, they don't get that sex. They want that crack, they don't get that crack. You can't stop a sinner from doing what he's doing. Nor sits in the seat of scoffers. Another word for scoffers could be henners. You know, they say women sit around henning. They sit together and talk about people and worry about what somebody else doing, but they ain't doing nothing but sitting around talking about somebody. That's what a seat of scoffers is. People that sit around and complain and moan and go, talking about what somebody else doing instead of going up there and getting their own. Saying, don't sit with them. Don't sit with them old hags. Don't sit with them old farts. All they do is complain and moan and groan. They don't bear any good fruit. They don't create nothing. They don't help start nothing. All they do is sit there complain. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and his loaf does not wither. And at all he does, he prospers. This is what you want. You want to be this person. Delights in the law of the Lord. That means you love God, you love Jesus, and you love their laws. You love them and you meditate on them. That means that you think on them. You think on them day and night. You can't get enough of it once you get a touch of it. And you're like a tree that's planted by streams of water, and you yield fruit in your season, and your leaf does not wither. That means that you don't wrinkle up and dry away, that your excitement does not go out like a flame. When somebody puts it out, it burns on and on. And in everything you do, you prosper. That's where I want y'all to be at. I want y'all to be that person. But the wicked are not so, but are like the chaff that the wind drives away. The chaff is the stuff that you cut off, the fruit that you don't want, like the husk of the corn, the stuff that you cut off. That's what the chaff is. You know, if you want the wheat, you got to cut that other stuff and get the wheat. You want the cotton, you got to cut all that other stuff and get the cotton. That's useless chaff. Useless. So people that are wicked are useless. And the wind drives them away. Drives them right into that furnace of hell. So therefore, the wicked will not stand in judgment. I teach all about Jesus Christ in Judgment Day. And those that are wicked will not stand. But you got preachers that say, all you got to do is say, I believe in Jesus Christ, and you just going to get in there. I don't know what that way. The wicked will not stand in judgment. Any preacher that tells you to keep on doing the same wicked things you've been doing, that's your fake preacher. That's your fake preacher. That's your fake preacher. The wicked will not stand in the judgment. But get this last part. Sinners cannot be in the congregation of the righteous. So if you think you're righteous and yet you got sinners in your congregation, you got sinners in your group, you got sinners in your circle, you got sinners in your house, they bring you down. And they're going to get in your mind. And they're going to turn you away from Jesus and God. And going to lead you into doing other things you don't need to be doing. So why would you want to be around a bunch of sinners? But for some reason, people are attracted to sinners. The women like bad boys. The men like bad girls. They say they better and bad on both sides. But if you're trying to reach where I'm trying to get you to do, you can't be around these people. They will bring you down the same way that the woman Bathsheba brought down King David. She was a wicked woman, and she went out, she bathed butt naked to seduce the king, and he took the bait. And King Solomon, the wisest man in the world, God said he can have anything he wanted. He asked for wisdom. He didn't have the wisdom to stop messing around with women from other countries that had their own pagan gods. And he let them bring their pagan gods into the castle, into the kingdom, and had other people worshiping. And that's the reason why he was brought down. The wisest man in the world still fell to a bunch of uneducated heathen women that happen to look good. They happen to look good. I heard that. I had to go look. I think that Solomon had 1,000 women in the concubine. You imagine being one of them women and you sit around all day waiting for him to come sleep with you. I mean, it's an easy life, but God darn. Like, man, I know it's a lot of sexually frustrated women. I'm just saying. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually. You should always be looking for God. And you should always be trying to get more and more powerful. You should be trying to build up your spirit, build up your body emotionally so that you're ready for the trials and tribulations that come from being down here on earth, from the challenges from the demons, from the challenges from your own family, from your job, co-workers, from your neighbors. You got to be ready. Always keep seeking the Lord and his strength. Have him in your presence continually. Doing that, you got to stick to Jesus. If you with Jesus, you got the pathway to God. 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive our sins and to cleanse us from all righteousness. Now, the Catholics say that preachers can do this, and it's a daggone lie. They say their preachers can do this. It's a lie. Only Jesus. He is Jesus. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us all from unrighteousness. Jesus has the power to wash away your sins. Only Jesus. Not a priest. Jesus. Jesus. His blood, if you ask, seriously ask, and mean it, and are faithful, he will wash away your sins and make you acceptable to God. And then you can have a relationship with God. And with that, I'm starting to get tired, y'all. It's 3 p.m. We've been here for 2 hours and 12 minutes and nobody's chatting. So let me get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna go get me something to eat and then I'm gonna go hit the sack. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Don't be a stranger. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be on early. Oh, we didn't do the CV numbers. Shouldn't be that many to do. Let me see if I can get through them. Let me see if I can get through the CV numbers. Do it early. It's 3 p.m. They can't complain. My bad, y'all. I didn't do it right. Don't go nowhere. I didn't do it right. Hit share. Share screen. There it is. Share. That's the right window. Now we good. Oops. All right. Get to these CV numbers here. I need to get some contact lens solution. Y'all see I keep touching my right eye. It's dried out. I think the light drying it out. And it's really warm today. What's today's temperature? Baltimore weather. It's 57 degrees. Oh my goodness. It's 57 degrees, y'all. Of course, it's only gonna be 44 on Friday. It should have been 57 on Friday, but it's gonna be all sunny. 63 on Tuesday. Yeah, the good weather coming, y'all. That good weather coming. Oh yeah. It's coming. All right. Coronavirus cases. We got 29,409,460 known cases of coronavirus. How many deaths so far? 530,528. All right, let's get it. No stats for California. No stats for Texas. Florida, 6,014. They got 131 deaths. They got 734,000 active cases. New York, they got 6,789. They got 113 new deaths today so far. They got 876,000 infected. Illinois, 2,104. They lost 50 people. They got 74,000. No stats for Georgia. No stats for Ohio yet. Pennsylvania, 2,625 new cases. They lost 64 people. They got 67,500 infected. Ain't nothing finer than the mountain ranges of North Carolina. They got 2,145 new cases. They lost 75 people. They got 34,000 infected. Arizona, 1,284 new cases. They lost 29 people. They got 689,000 infected. New Jersey, they got 3,691 new cases. They lost 128 people. They got 231,000 people infected. Tennessee, no stats. Ooh-wee. Indiana, 761 new cases. They lost 10 people. They got 218,000 infected. Michigan, way up though, no stats. Massachusetts, no stats. Virginia, 1,549 new cases. They lost 383 people. They got 523,500 infected. Wisconsin, 539. They lost 18 people. They got 8,000 infected. Missouri, no stats. Ain't nothing finer than the country roads of South Carolina. They got 1,173 new cases. They lost 44 people. No active stats. Alabama, I said Alabama. They got 619 new cases. They lost 38 people. They got 202,000 infected. Minnesota, 779 new cases. They lost 17 people. They got 6,600 infected. Louisiana, they got 500 new cases. They lost 21 people. They got 6,100 infected. Colorado, no stats. Oklahoma, they got 747 new cases, but they lost none. They got 12,000 infected. Oh, shucky ducky, it's time to go to Mitch McConnell's state of Kentucky. No stats. Ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. Maryland, 786 new cases of the coronavirus. We lost 14 people today in my state. Thank God I ain't one of them. We got 366,000 infected. Quick draw McGraw. It's time to go to Utah. 729 new cases. They lost 6 people. They got almost 16,000 infected. Iowa. Iowa, 690 new cases of the coronavirus, but they only lost 3. They got 42,000 infected almost. Washington State, no stats. The fake Kansas, no stats. Arkansas, Kansas, no new cases. They got none, but they got 66 deaths today. Because they're going to sneeze on down the road. They're going to sneeze on down the road. When you got that CV, you can't carry a load. They're going to sneeze on down the road. Mississippi, my contact slipping. Mississippi, you got M-I, a crooked letter I. Crooked letter I, humpback I. Mississippi, they got 380 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 19 people. They got almost 11,000 infected. Nevada, 395 new cases. They lost 20 people today. They got 41,000 infected. Connecticut, no stats. Nebraska, no stats. New Mexico, I said New Mexico, no stats. Idaho, 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 no stats. Oregon, no stats. West Virginia, 232 new cases. They lost 8 people. They got 6,400 infected. Time to roll that R. I said Rhode Island. We can do better than that. I said Rhode Island. They got 436 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 9 people today. They got almost 117,000 infected. South Dakota, they got 181 new cases. They only lost 5. They got 2,000 people infected. Time to watch Tito Santana wrestle in the raggedy state of Montana. 193 new cases. They only lost 1. They got 1,600 people infected. North Dakota, 110 new cases a day. They only lost 1. They got 605 people infected. No stats for Delaware. No stats for Hampshire. No stats for Alaska. Wyoming. Wyoming. Wyoming, no stats. It's a pain to live in Maine. It's so mundane. Everything looks the same and it's plain. Hey, it's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a pain or strain to live in Maine. Maine, 147 new cases of the coronavirus. They only lost 2. They got 31,500 infected. The District of Columbia, they got 51 new cases today, but they only lost 4. They got 10,500 infected. Hawaii, Hawaii, 5-0, no stats. Now it's time to go to Vermont. Not hard country. Dun 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 dun. Vermont, not hard country. 115 new cases today, but they only lost 1. They got 2,400 infected. Time to roll that R again. Puerto Rico, we can do better than that. Come on, y'all. I'm tired, but we can do better than that. I'm sitting here sweating, but we can do better than that. I said Puerto Rico, 97 new cases. They lost 8 people. They got 90,000 infected. We're going to the island of Guam. They picked up 3 new cases of the coronavirus today, but they lost none. They got 31 people infected. No stats for the Virgin Islands. No stats for the Mariana Islands. No stats for the American Samoa. No stats for the U.S. military. Veteran Affairs, 515,000 new cases. We lost 19 veterans today. They got 5,000 infected walking around. No stats for the federal prison. No stats for the Navajo Nation. Let's get our total. Remember, y'all, it's only 3:35 in the afternoon. We got 409,460 known cases of the coronavirus in the United States. New cases today, 36,379. Total deaths, 530,528. New deaths today, 1,307. Total people that have recovered. That have died. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired, y'all. Total people. I ain't been asleep. The active cases, the people that we know are infected in these United States, 8,922,589. These are your totals for the country today. While we're here, we don't want to go to that home. We want to go to the minister home. Whew. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. RE live. We'll keep going. See what happens when you keep going? See the clip when I was ahead. Pursuit suspect runs in a Walmart. We saw that. Why not be no news today? Wait a minute. It's 2 hours ago. Breaking news. Nobody's any good.
We made USAA insurance.
Prosecutors are calling on the state to do more to stop assaults on transit workers. An announcement was made this afternoon in downtown Brooklyn, and that's where CBS News' Natalie Duddridge is live. Natalie.
Well, Mary, it's not common that this happens. 4 of the city's 5 district attorneys were all here this morning. The 5th sent a representative, and they were here to show their support and to stand in solidarity with transit workers who are trying to put an end to the surge in violence on both subways and on buses. And several of those workers told their stories here this morning about moments where they've been attacked or assaulted. And the transit union says that every single day, multiple workers are pushed or hit, verbally harassed, and even spit on. And today, all 5 DAs are now calling on the state to make spitting and other physical contact against transit workers a misdemeanor, which would be punishable by up to a year in jail. And right now, spitting, for example, is just a violation that at most can result in a fine. Now, workers say they don't feel safe on the job.
A second passenger came to the door and just spit on me. It's humiliating and frustrating. When I talked to the officers afterwards who came, they said there's nothing they can really do.
It is not only disgusting, it is outrageous. And that's why we have to have the teeth. We have to have the law.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Boring. Oh, look at this, y'all. Oh, that's a year ago.
This Monday.
We got tricked. That was a good story. Yeah. Looks like it's any good news. Yeah, we did that already. Did it, yes? 8 years ago. Did we see this, y'all?
Rick's been standing up to the elements and the
6 o'clock, a suspected serial thief with a thing for power tools is off the streets tonight. Investigators say since mid-January, 39-year-old Elaine Carr allegedly stole from 11 Home Depot stores across South Florida, taking more than $17,000 in merchandise. Detectives say Carr was arrested February 25th in Lauderdale Lakes. He faces a number of grand theft charges and has previous convictions for theft. Carr is being held in the Broward.
Yeah, boring. 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 5 hours ago, breaking news, whatever it is.
It was a deadly end to pursuit that started in West Hollywood. One person died after it all ended in a fiery crash. And CBS 2's Tina Patel is live on 3rd Street and Fairfax, where the accident happened. Tina, good morning to you.
Good morning, DeMarco. The driver who caused that deadly crash is now in custody. And the intersection where this happened, right behind me, it is now back open to traffic. Take a look at this video from around 10:30 last night. The car that's on fire, that's what the suspect was driving. He was trying to get away from police when he slammed into another vehicle, wedging it up against a building here at 3rd and Fairfax. First responders tried to get that innocent driver out of the wreckage, but they were not able to save the person. Deputies did take the original driver into custody, and he will likely face multiple charges after he's checked out at the hospital. The sheriff's department doesn't have a lot of details, but they tell us they were pursuing him after an assault on a deputy that happened during what was supposed to be a routine traffic stop. And as we come back out here live, it's still not clear exactly how long that pursuit was or the speeds that the driver may have been going. As we said, a tragic end to this. The scene has now been cleared, so traffic is back flowing. We still don't know the identity of the innocent person that was killed. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Tina.
Nia, I just did the CV numbers. You had to rewind back, but I did them. All right, 2 hours ago, breaking
For two
news,
men
y'all.
for a violent robbery in the Bronx that was caught on video camera. It shows the men pushing the 67-year-old victim to the ground. One of the attackers kicks the man in the face. They also punched him while they search his pockets. This happened Monday afternoon on White Plains Road between East 225th and 226th Streets.
Look at
The
him.
men stole about $800. The victim was treated for cuts to his head.
Why is he carrying $800? Why is he carrying $800 when you know that it's a third of the month and everybody know first and third is when the money comes? I was at the ATM with the pepper spray in my hand. I had the pepper spray ready to go. I had it ready. It was so warm out. It's so warm today. It's 50-something degrees. That's why I'm sitting there sweating. I need to go jump in the shower and open the windows up. I'm sitting here burning up. All right, 1 hour. Breaking news out of Houston. Breaking news. Whoa. Whoa, wind it back. Wait a minute. Look, y'all. How old is that? Oh, a year ago. Dang, that's a year ago. As Gary said, that would have been good. $6 years ago. Why are you showing it now?
We're hearing from the family of victims killed by the man known as the I-5 Strangler, a day after he was killed in his prison cell. Roger Kibbe was serving consecutive sentences for killing at least 7 women.
A lot of them wasn't ready.
CBS 13's Marissa Perlman with reaction from family and the detective who spent his life on this case, Marissa.
Yeah, shock from victims' families tonight, guys. Those who were directly impacted by Roger Kibbe and his serial slangs. But some of these families tonight are saying his death comes 35 years too late.
It's evil killing evil is what it was.
Vito Bertacchini, former lead homicide detective with the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office, spent 25 years investigating the Roger Kibbe case, eventually getting him to admit to the rape and murders of at least 7 women. He remembers the last conversation he had with Kibbe in 2019.
He was scared to be on main line. He was worried that somebody would try to make a name for themselves by attacking him.
It's not clear if that's why Kibbe's life ended Sunday. The 81-year-old was found dead in his prison cell. His cellmate, 40-year-old Jason Boudreau, now accused of killing him. Boudreau was serving a life sentence for first-degree murder out of Riverside County for killing a woman he dated.
I don't have any sympathy for him at all.
Carl Burley speaks with us from Seattle. His sister, 21-year-old Llewellyn Burley, was Roger Kibbe's first known murder victim in 1977. Their mother, Wilma, now in her 90s, says they try to keep her memory alive to this day. She doesn't think much about her daughter's killer.
He chose to kill. And I can't really hate it. I just feel regret. I just don't spend much time being angry with him. I think he's being taken care of.
For Vito, who dedicated his life to this case, he said he's worried it may be too late now to get answers for other victims' families.
You know, he made a comment a long time ago. He said, I have 2 cans in my head. I'm opening the lid to one can, letting some secrets out. And he said, the other can, you'll never get that lid open.
Kibbe's cause of death has not yet been released, but law enforcement is calling this a homicide investigation.
Yeah, whatever. All righty, y'all. Let me go get out of here. Let me go ahead and call it a day. For those of y'all that missed it, the landlord came by today with the lease and I signed it. So the kid is official. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I won't come back on today. I'm going to give my neighbors a break. So I won't come back on today, but I will see y'all. I say that. Maybe I'll upload some videos, or maybe I'll go live on the camera phone in the bedroom. I don't know. Anyway, I will see y'all later. Y'all have a great day. I hope y'all enjoyed the sermon. And I hope y'all have a blessed one. Thanks, everybody. Y'all have a great night. I might come back on if I wake up in time. So be looking for me. Y'all have a good night. Peace, everybody. As Naya will say, see you soon. As I say, see you later on. Peace, everybody. And I am out. Thanks for watching. Peace, everybody.